Number 1 is JF17 Block III, having delivered 26 dual-seat JF17B aircraft to the PAF, Pakistan Aeronautical Complex's PAC Aircraft Manufacturing Factory, AMF, is focusing on the JF17 Block III. The Block III is the most significant update to the platform to date, and for the PAF, it will deliver a range of new technologies to its fleet. The most important new subsystem the PAF is expecting is the Active Electronically Scanned Array AESA radar. The PAF selected an air-cooled version of the Chinese KLJ-7A radar, which reportedly offers a range of 170 kilometers against fighter-sized targets. It can also track up to 15 targets at the same time and engage as many as 4 aircraft at once. However, the unique added benefit of an AESA radar comes from its 1000-plus transmit-receive modules (TRM), which allow for improved defensibility against enemy radar jamming. Number 2 is Lead in Fighter Trainer. The previous CAS, ACM Mujahid Anwar Khan, had outlined that the PAF required a new lift to bridge the gap between the K-8 and the JF-17B. The PAF had evaluated the L-15, M346 and T-50. It is unclear if the PAF is still interested in a dedicated LIFT, as it has not announced a final selection. Ultimately, the decision to acquire a LIFT will depend on funding availability and whether the PAF sees the JF-17B as too valuable a combat asset to spare for training new pilots. The PAF is looking to integrate the KLJ-7A to the JF-17B, and thus far, the PAF is looking at the JF-17B with the same lens as the F-16B, i.e., a combat-ready conversion asset. Thus, the PAF could still acquire a dedicated LIFT. Number 3 is Air Defense Ground Environment (ADG) updates. In February 2021, ACM Mujahid Anwar Khan reportedly told ARI News that the PAF is expecting a new air defense system in 2021. It is unclear what the ex-CAS was alluding to, though it could be the induction or operationalization of new gap-filler radars, to replace the Mobile Pulse Doppler radars, or a new surface-to-air missile (SAM) system. New gap-filler radars were a long-standing requirement and, in 2017, the PAF signed a $130 million US contract with an unknown supplier for 10 such radars. Number 4 is Unmanned Aerial Vehicle (UAV) adoption. The PAF is committed to building its UAV force. It seems to have inducted the Shapar, Barak, and Falco CH-4 in respectable numbers. However, with the development of the Shapar 2 and PAC UAVs, both of them being medium-altitude long-endurance MALE drones, show a commitment to advance the capabilities and technical sophistication of Pakistan's drone forces in the coming years. In AZM Project PAC developing new stealth drone Z-1 Viper. And buying 50 new Chinese Wing Long 2 drones. Number 5 is Next Generation Fighter Aircraft (NGFA). In March 2021, the PAF revealed that it is aiming to get its in-house NGFA, Project AZM, to fly in 2028. It is difficult to see how the PAF could achieve this target date unless it was either working off a design that already exists, e.g., FC-31, or joins a consortium. In terms of the latter, Turkey had invited Pakistan to join the TFX. Interestingly, the PAF scheduled its target flight date of AZM in the same timeframe as the TFX. Number 6 is Wildcard. Off-the-shelf fighter. Given the complexity and risk involved with NGFA development, especially in partnership with a maturing aerospace player like Turkey, the PAF will likely seek an off-the-shelf fighter. In fact, the PAF leadership since ACM Suhailaman i.e. 2015-2018, maintained that it will need a new fighter to fill its capability gaps and serve as a bridge for the NGFA. The preferred option was additional F-16s, but due to tenuous defense ties with Washington, the PAF looked at alternatives from China and Russia. Number 7 is Pakistan aims to domestically produce AESA radars. In his speech celebrating Pakistan Aeronautical Complex's PAC achievement of overhauling its 1,000th aircraft, the Pakistan Air Force's PAF Chief of Air Staff (CAS) Air Chief Marshal (ACM) Suhailaman stated that PAC's future lies in the development of active electronically scanned array AESA radars. The PAF is intending to configure the forthcoming JF17 Block III with an AESA radar, which it is expected to select in May Aviation Week. The leading candidates are the Nanjing Research Institute of Electronics Technology (NRIET), KLJ-7A and Leonardo Vixen 1000E. It is unclear if transfer of technology for licensed local production is on the table for either option, but PAC's avionics production factory does list the KLJ-7 and Griffo 7 among the systems it produces, though the extent is not known. Number 8 is Pakistan Air Force developing a supersonic cruise missile. In 2019 Pakistan Air Force Defense Day PAC show the package of small video. In this video show the new supersonic cruise missile. Number 9 is HSTD, high-speed target drone or loitering munition. Under development in PAC, target drone is intended as a system with ground-to-air defense role and as well as training role. The drone has a modern ground control station which enables mission planning and retasking, mission rehearsal and playback and training of operators for system usage. A wide and flexible selection of mission payloads installed inside the fuselage effectively complies with the requirements of most complex missile systems engagement scenarios for training and weapon systems test and evaluation purposes. A loitering munition is a type of unmanned aerial vehicle designed to engage beyond line of sight ground targets with an explosive warhead. Loitering munitions are often portable and many are meant to provide ground units such as infantry with a guided precision munition. Number 10 is Air Defense System. Pakistan and Turkey jointly developing a new long-range air defense system.